to a fast start. Fox News has learned that President Trump's illegal immigration crackdown is off to a fast start. Fox News has learned that in a 33-hour period between Tuesday morning and Wednesday night, ICE agents arrested over 460 migrants, many with long criminal histories. But these operations aren't just limited to Boston. They're taking place all over the country. Bill Melugin is getting an exclusive look at this massive, important operation in the sanctuary city of Boston. Live now to Bill.
Well, Emily, we've heard officials here in Boston and in Massachusetts say repeatedly they are not going to cooperate with ICE or mass deportation efforts by the Trump administration. And ICE says, well, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to cooperate with us. We're still going to go into your city and we're going to do the job. And we were with ICE Boston yesterday for about 10 hours as we got to watch them firsthand carry out immigration enforcement. Take a look.
Good morning, everyone.
It's a frigid 5 degrees in the pre-dawn hours just outside of Boston, where this team of elite ICE officers is briefing on their targets for the day.
We're going to be targeting some extremely violent offenders today.
Within moments, the officers are on the move, with eyes on their first target.
Looks like we got movement, target vehicle coming out.
They quickly take him into custody. He's an MS-13 gang member wanted in El Salvador for aggravated murder. And he has an Interpol red notice out for his arrest.
We are targeting very violent threats to our community.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil, who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Yo, ¿cómo se llama?
And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
When we find the bad guy, he's probably with others that are in the United States illegally. They may not be a criminal priority, but we're not walking away from them.
ICE Boston says they will continue to go into sanctuary jurisdictions and do their job.
Today was a good day. Today we took several significant public safety threats out of our communities. Unfortunately, a lot were released by sanctuary policies, but we're here to tell the Commonwealth and the rest of the country that we're going to find them whether they're released or not.
And guys, a quick note on some of the blurring we did in that story. We decided to hide the faces of the ICE officers, obviously, because a lot of them work undercover. We also blurred some of the faces of the suspects if their cases are still pending, if they've been arrested but haven't been convicted yet. We also learned after we were done filming that ICE picked up another target on the other side of the city. This was a previously deported Honduran illegal alien who was arrested locally and is facing charges for raping a woman while holding a gun in her mouth, guys. Those are the kind of targets ICE is picking up out here. We'll send it back to you.
Bill Melugin, thank you. Haley, an absolutely frightening collection of individuals. Took 33 hours to get 461 out of the way. Amazing what a little bit of leadership, a little bit of gumption, and the mandate from the American people can do.
And Emily, we were sitting there watching this, and you said 18 convictions for that Haitian individual. I mean, we were stunned to hear him say, bleep Trump, thank you, Biden, thank you, Obama, Biden forever, bro. Pay attention to what he is saying. That Biden and Obama enabled someone with 18 criminal convictions to sit in our country without any sort of accountability. There's a lot of people they need to add to that list. Mr. Haitian migrant criminal who's no longer going to be here. Add Michelle Wu, the mayor of Boston. Add Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago. Add Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. Democrats have enabled this. And what a smart move from this administration to put these images out there within 48 hours. Because I can tell you this, the media is trying to focus on crying immigrants whose CBP apps were canceled, their appointments were canceled. They're trying to find the collateral migrants who are swept up. Tom Homan said that would happen because Democrats are not being compliant. They're trying to find those stories. And the Trump administration says, here are the criminals that are going to make the next Laken Riley happen in this country. This is what we're doing, protecting women, girls, American citizens.
And as Kaylee talks about the Laken Riley Act, Tom Homan warns these individuals, you will be arrested for these collateral individuals, you will be arrested for resisting this.
Yeah, you know, we do need to take a good look at the first law they broke, though. Because that is really the problem. They came into this country illegally. And the last administration wanted to legalize their illegal behavior and just turn them into our neighbors. And that's how these people have gotten to the point where, well, can we vote too? Eric Adams, don't forget what he said when he was a candidate before he decided he might need Trump to clean up this mess that he and the governor of New York have put on the citizens here in the state with illegal immigration. He said, oh, I'll see if you can vote, even if you're not here legally. And so can we all just agree that when you break our law of sovereignty at the border, it counts, it matters. And they are going after the most violent among them and the criminals. And if they sweep up some, as you said, Kaylee, I believe, look, they're not playing ball with ICE, but they're also sweeping up people because those people are with the illegal guys who are committing the violent crimes because they're here illegally too. I can't say that enough. And does that mean that everybody gets pushed out? What it ought to mean is everybody at least gets vetted.
Trace, I want to talk to you about something specific having to do with California.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that ICE issued over 420 detainers, which means that they demand to be notified when a national is released from custody. These ones that they're requesting are in custody for things like homicide,
right,
battery, rape, kidnapping, and the like. But they're in the city of San Jose, for example, when Miss Bambi Larson was murdered by an illegal immigrant who had 6 detainer requests from ICE. And that is why, in part, Michael Gates from Huntington Beach in your neck of the woods in Southern California is suing California, saying we are not a sanctuary city. You are hurting American citizens. So this is something that we're going to see reflected in these ongoing tensions now. But I see Tom Homan and the rest of the United States succeeding over this.
And it's important to note that when you talk about Huntington Beach, it's in Orange County, and Orange County is a redder part of California, not as red as it used to be. But remember, in the election, 11 counties in California went red. So it was a big deal, a big shift. California is not going to cooperate. Bill Melugin, nobody's done better work on this stuff than Bill Melugin when he was talking about it in his script, saying Boston is not going to cooperate. Yes, but Boston is also not resisting a lot of this stuff. They're not putting up any kind of resistance, which is a very good point. Because even Eric Adams is saying, you know what, we're gonna play ball. We're gonna play ball, and even Denver, we're gonna play ball a little bit. California's not there yet. California is pushing back, saying we are going to resist. We are going to protect. Chicago is saying we are going to protect our people. But you can see as they start seeing these images of MS-13 members and gang members being gathered up and sent to their home countries, you're going to see more public opinion come out and say, this is what we need. It's not Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez saying they're deporting legal people. It's not what's happening. They are reporting the worst of the worst like they said they would do.
That's why the protection of the people means complying with ICE and actually helping this rather than resisting.
Well, and part of Bill Melugin's reporting, he commented on a woman, a neighbor, who, as they were bringing someone out, she yelled out of her window, "Thank you." This is what people voted for. We talk about Laken Riley and protecting the next Laken Riley. This was such a concern of so many Americans, women, moms, families, that their communities had just been turned into crime scenes because of these open border policies. And so I think that was, to me, just really crystallized a promise made and a promise being kept. And I hope we see more of it. And I'm with you. I love that we're getting these images because that totally debunks the left's whole narrative on this.
Yeah, and those lives can never be restored. Those injuries can never be repaired. That trauma is permanent. So now this is just the first step in hoping rectifying that.
Hey, everyone.
President Donald Trump is sending 1,500 troops to the Mexican border to boost security as he moves to crack down on illegal immigration. The news came after Mr. Trump gave his first television interview since re-entering the White House. Our North America correspondent Merlin Thomas has the details.
Mr. President, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Donald Trump began his interview with Fox News speaking about his favorite topic, immigration.
This was a gross miscarriage of common sense to allow people to come in. This is not just South America. This isn't, we talk Venezuela, that's a big abuser, but these are countries from, these
Iran,
are Congo, countries that you don't even think of. The Congo has emptied their prisons out into the United States.
For him, it was an opportunity to repeat many of the unverified claims he's made before. It follows an announcement that the Pentagon is deploying more than 1,500 troops on the US-Mexico border to beef up resources, as well as providing air support to help deport undocumented migrants from states like California and Texas. While he's going full speed ahead with the executive orders cracking down on illegal immigration, the president has also been on the defensive, standing by his decision to pardon nearly 1,600 of the January 6 rioters.
Why did they get a pardon?
A number of reasons. Number one, they were in there for 3.5 years, a long time.
Right.
And in many solitary confinement, treated like nobody's ever been treated. It's treated so badly. They were treated like the worst criminals in history. And you know what they were there for? They were protesting the vote because they knew the election was rigged.
Despite the attention his own pardons received, he was quick to turn the tables on President Biden, who controversially pardoned his family members on his last day in office.
The precedent that he set on pardons is amazing. That's a much bigger story, but people don't like talking about it. He pardoned everybody, but he didn't pardon himself.
Aside from issuing executive orders and pardons, Trump is also considering what to do about TikTok. The social media platform's time is running out as it faces a ban in America over alleged national security concerns because of its Chinese parent company. But Donald Trump doesn't seem so worried.
We have our telephones made in China for the most part. We have so many things made in China, so why don't they mention that,
Let me get
The interesting thing with TikTok, though, is you're dealing with a lot of young people, so
They love it.
is it that important for China to be spying on young people, on young kids watching crazy videos of things?
Trump's first week has been incredibly busy, and he's not done yet. In a few days, he'll visit California, a state deeply affected by wildfires that are still raging.
Some of the wealthiest, most powerful people lost their homes, and it looked like our country was helpless. This fire was just raging, and then it would catch to another area, another area, another area. There was nothing. It took a week and a half, and I've never seen anything like it. We look so weak.
Trump supporters have been pleased with their president's actions so far, and they're not done hearing from him yet. As Fox TV presenter Sean Hannity revealed, there's a part 2 of this interview still to come later on Thursday.
Well, yesterday, Donald Trump warned he will impose high tariffs and further sanctions on Russia if Vladimir Putin fails to end the war in Ukraine. Writing on his social media platform Truth Social, he said that by pushing to settle the war, he was doing Russia and its president a very big favor. Well, let's get some analysis on this with John Hertz. He's a former US ambassador.
Yes. Oh, let me fix that. I sound like the way the mic been choked up. I hit it. Yes. Back in the building with another podcast vlog. This is Raw Dope Podcast Vlog, and I'm your host, Hand 5000. And listen, man, President Trump takes over the border. 2 women killed, and one of them killed in Baltimore, one of them killed in New York. We got to talk about that. And Big Meech versus 50 Cent. That's what we got on the chopping block tonight, man. If you tapped in already, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. We try and get in the algorithm. It's a little slow tonight, but hey, man, as long as somebody in the chat, I'm going to keep the show going. You know what I mean? No matter if I got 1,000 people in the chat or one person or two person or three, I'm here to deliver content. So if you step in, do me a favor, have some respect for the channel. Hit the notification button, hit the subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. But if you walk in somebody's house, you gotta speak. So if you come on the channel and you just fucking peeking, just throw the hand up. That's when you hit the like button. And I really appreciate this. So Donald Trump ain't been in the office for 7 days yet, and he's getting down. Hey, what up? What up? OBG in the building. And he's getting down. He's getting down for the get down, and he handling his business. He released 1,500 of his troops out of prison. He's deployed the military to the borders. They done took the borders back over. Then he sent an ICE to raid cities to get illegal immigrants out of here. He is going to work. I don't think the nigga even been asleep yet. I don't think the nigga had been asleep yet. And I don't think that all of these people, you know, if you're in here in the United States and you working and you doing the right thing, you got the right to be here. You got your green card, you got your paperwork, or you waiting on your paperwork, you have the right to be here. If you are in the United States illegally and you doing dumb shit, you don't have the right to be here. So we can't all jump the gun on the man, because if we was in any other country, they'd do the same shit. So don't knock your president for doing his job. That's all I'm saying. Don't knock the president for doing his job. I have friends that's from other countries. I love them dearly, and they're all here legally, and they're not out here doing no idiotic shit. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, to each his own. Like us, when we here, we go to jail, we do our time. Hey, you know, and then some of these illegal immigrants that's being arrested is wanted in their country. So if he's just cleaning out the ignorance, I get it. You know what I mean? But don't no man, woman, or child deserve to be swept up in that if they're doing the right thing here on the shores of North America. If they are doing the right thing, I feel like they should stay in the country. They should be allowed to be a law-abiding citizens as long as they pay their taxes and they do what they got to do. But coming over here doing what you want to do, man, it comes with consequences. And I'm sorry to say, if we go to these up, look at the basketball player over in Russia. She had a vape pen, you know, with THC in it, and she's sitting in jail. Brittany Griner, she's sitting in jail forever. You know, so they don't play in other countries, and we shouldn't play in this country, and we have to protect our country, bro. And that's just no disrespect to nobody. Like I said, I have friends that's here legally and done things the right way. You do things the right way, it's no consequences. If you do things the wrong way, it's consequences. So, and the man been standing firm on that. When he did his first term, the man been standing firm on that for a long time. He really believes that. So, you know, 4 years later, he come right back in there and get it. And that's one thing I got to say, man. You ought to be proud to have a president. Not saying he's the best president. Not saying he's my favorite president. I don't vote at all. But I will honestly say from the bottom of my heart, he's a president that's standing on his word. So when y'all elect people in the office, make sure you get presidents to standing on their word. You get what I'm saying? I don't see nothing crazy that the man did in the office yet. He's got 4 more years. Well, basically, he's got 47 more months to do this. 47 months to do his job, and we gonna see. But the first week, I'm not gonna lie, he been getting busy like the Bunky dance. Straight up, he been getting busy like the Bunky dance, and I respect it at some point because I am a person that's from this country. And there's laws that I gotta abide by, and there's things I gotta abide by. So it's just like all of the immigrants that's out here, man. Get your paperwork right, man. Don't get caught up in that whirlwind. And to the ones that's out here that's doing dumb shit, you better run from them, Woody. You better run from them. I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You better run from them. Man, deploying troops, man, it's sad, but it's the harsh reality of the world. Honestly, it's sad, but it's the, you know what I mean? It's the harsh reality of the world. And we as people in this country, we gotta understand that. It's just the harsh reality of the world. It's the harsh reality of it. You know what I mean? Hey, God damn it, you know what I'm saying? You know, you have to protect the home base because we already got a bunch of shit going on out here, man. And you know what I'm saying? We don't need more going on. Like I said, if dudes are out here, you know, doing the right thing, paying their taxes, you know, putting their kids to college, living the American dream. I don't think they should be doors should be kicked there. They should be kicked out the country. But for motherfuckers that's doing the wrong thing, bro, it's consequences for your action. What can I say, bro? I don't make the rules, bro. I don't make the rules at all, bro. And you know, some of them I don't abide by. Most of them I do. But that right there, I'm not gonna kill the president at first for doing that. You know what I mean? You got to get presidents, and that's what we got to focus on as American people. We have to get people that's in office that's standing on business, whether it's right or wrong in your eyes. You just want them to say, if they said this on an election campaign, as soon as they got in office, they started doing that. You know, like I told y'all, why I don't reason why I don't vote and I don't get too much in that because, you know, politicians let me down and I don't fuck around. So, but for those who meet politicians and deal with politicians and they keep their word, I tilt my hat to them. For those that don't keep their word, that's crazy. Trump might get cracked down. Will India take back 18,000? You know what I mean? Then you got countries saying they're not going to take their people back. I wonder how does that work? If you meet them at the border and you drop a plane off, you say this is your people, they from this country, and the country say they don't want the people. What happens? That's the most dangerous part. And then that's the only part that I worry about, actually. If you send these people back to their country, some people been here all their life, some people been here for a short period of time. But if you send these people back to their countries and their countries don't accept them, then what's next? Do they just become political prisoners? You know what I mean? Or caught up in a rapture? What do? You know what I mean? I don't know. You get them? I don't know what happens when they go back to their country. Hell, I never even been out the country. But if you know what happens when illegal immigrants get shipped back home, what's the process? Leave it in the comment box. But I don't know. But I think this is crazy. But you know, hey, you have to do things the right way, bro. We can't even get out the country without having a passport. You get what I'm saying? You play games that passport, it's your ass. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, man, don't knock the president, you know, the commander in chief so soon. You know, just watch what he do. See if it benefits you in the type of way. You know what I mean? I'll play this last clip.
President Donald Trump declared a national emergency at the southern border on Monday. Authorities have now shut down the entry from Mexico. The CB1 app, which was introduced by former President Joe Biden and allowed asylum seekers to take appointments for entering the United States, has also been shut down. Migrants who already had appointments and were waiting for their interview have been left stranded in Mexico. At least 2,000 migrants are currently waiting in a border town just a few miles away from the United States. And without any legal protection from Mexican or American authorities, the migrants are facing attacks and kidnappings from criminal gangs.
Incluso aquí mismo en Juárez. Even here, right here in Juárez, the criminals caught the migrants in a place. I don't remember where, and they extorted them. They took $1,400 from each one in the family. So as we have limited resources, it is an amount. They asked for a lot. So some have been injured, others did not make it. Others have disappeared, and others have had the opportunity and the privilege to be able to hand the money. That is, they have been victims of extortion and kidnapping.
Meanwhile, Border Patrol officials in Texas have increased their vigilance after the executive order was in fact signed. They also placed a new set of buoys on the American side of the Rio Grande River to prevent any illegal crossings. Meanwhile, Mexico prepares to receive mass deportations under the Trump administration as President Claudia Sheinbaum calls for international support.
Esto no tiene nada que ver con tercer país seguro y todo esto, sino es una declaración.
This has nothing to do with safe third country and all of that, but this is a declaration by the US government. What do we do about it? Well, we act in a humanitarian manner and in accordance with our foreign policy, our immigration policy. We seek the repatriation of these people to their countries of origin if they are not Mexican. Now, it is important to note here that far fewer migrants are arriving at the northern border than were arriving even at that time because of the comprehensive humanitarian policy that we have been implementing to prevent people from arriving at the northern border.
Now, President Trump has repeatedly promised to deport illegal migrants back to their home countries, which has soured relations between Washington and the host countries of migrants. However, India has reportedly agreed to take back almost 18,000 nationals who immigrated to the United States illegally. Now, this comes after Secretary of State Marco Rubio met his Indian counterpart Jaishankar in Washington making it the secretary's first high-level bilateral after taking office. The meeting also underscores the importance of the U.S.-India relationship. India Prime Minister Narendra Modi is known to have close ties with President Trump, often calling each other friends. And the latest move to repatriate illegal Indian migrants could be New Delhi's signal of wanting to forge a deeper relationship with the Trump administration.
From breaking news to the day's biggest.
Damn, Trump. I feel sorry for some of them people, but you got to do things the right way. You just got to do things the right way, bro. Like, I'm sorry. You got to do things the right way. You know what I mean? That's the way life goes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's tough. You know, some states are taking up and saying no, but that's like, just do things the right way. Like, if I was the mayor or governor, I'd just be like, hey, look, all my peoples come, you know, if you love these people this much, you know, come get your stuff the right way. So we got breaking news out of Baltimore City. I gotta play this right now. The man speaks his mind, and this is real. A woman was shot and killed in a triple shooting in Baltimore City. Now, what's been really crazy to me, if you want me, it's been a lot of crimes. It's just like been on the news, been happening to women. That women been getting killed since the beginning of the time, since it happens. But it's just been more like really, really brutal crimes, like brutal crimes against women and children. I seen too. It's too much going on. So I'm about to play this clip from my city. I'm from Baltimore. If anybody want to know, I'm from Baltimore. So I'm about to play this clip, you know, from an incident that happened in Baltimore. And if you read the description, 2 women being killed, separate cities, Baltimore and New York. The New York one is going to blow your mind. I might even show you the clips from New York. But the Baltimore shit is crazy. We're going to hear what Mayor Baron Scott got to say. And we're going to build on this. Let's go.
We say in the streets, sucker behavior and shooting down the.
What we say in the streets, sucker behavior. Even the man said that's capital.
We say in the streets, sucker behavior and shooting down the woman is sucker behavior in any shape or form.
Baltimore police are investigating a deadly triple shooting on York Road in North Baltimore. City police say a 52-year-old woman was killed. 2 others hurt and taken to the hospital. Good evening. I'm Kai Jackson. Fox 45's Vincent Hill has the latest information from North Baltimore.
Yeah, that shooting happened around 5:30 here at the intersection of York Road and Woodburn Avenue. When police arrived, they found the 3 victims inside a vehicle here. That female shot, 2 others injured, and those shooters tonight still on the loose.
In North Baltimore Wednesday, tragedy at the corner of York Road and Woodburn Avenue. 3 people shot inside this car, one of them fatally. Also shot inside the car, an adult male and an 11-year-old female.
We're looking, if anyone knows anything or seen anything, please call 866-7
Commissioner Richard Worley, what police know so far.
We had 2 shooters that appeared and opened fire on the vehicle, killing the young lady and injuring the 2 other victims.
Police calling the shooter targeted.
Well, they walked up to the car and opened fire on the car. So I don't think it was random.
Although police aren't saying the ages of the shooters were pressed.
Any idea of the ages of the shooters? No. We still have to look at video and everything else that we can find.
Police dispatch suggests the shooters could possibly be juveniles.
A very good description, awesome description. Probably possible juveniles, 2 juveniles, one a little heavier set, one skinnier built, one all.
Although the ages of the shooters is unclear, the alleged shooters still on the loose. Meanwhile,
unfortunately, we are here again.
Mayor Brandon Scott speaking on Wednesday's shooting.
2 of the individuals who we are looking for and we will find. This is your only chance to turn yourself in.
This as the city's homicide count now sits at 9, 1 less from this time last year.
This is unacceptable at any time. But when you have folks shooting and gunning down women, right in the middle of a main thoroughfare over any simple thing. We will not tolerate that.
Damn.
Now, Commissioner Worley says the 11-year-old female amazingly was only grazed by a bullet. The adult male in the back seat was shot in the abdomen. They were both taken to local hospitals for treatment. In Baltimore, Vincent Hill, Fox 45 News.
Dang, yo. Dang. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do, baby? Damn, yo. So woman, so basically what they say, let me play this one.
Woman who was actually an employee with Baltimore City Public Schools. And I can also tell you that we're learning tonight from Commissioner Richard Worley with Baltimore Police that she was also the grandmother of one of the other victims, an 11-year-old girl involved in the shooting, which happened just behind me here on York Road, right at that main intersection as they were sitting in their car waiting to turn left onto Woodburn.
Jesus.
A grandmother who also worked for Baltimore City Schools was shot and killed inside this black SUV in a triple shooting involving a 29-year-old man and her 11-year-old granddaughter. Now, Baltimore City Public Schools say a school basketball game may somehow be related.
I was really sad to hear that. It's really a shame, that, an 11-year-old girl got shot.
Baltimore police believe 2 shooters came up to the car and shot the 3 victims. Police say the 11-year-old girl and 29-year-old man had non-life-threatening injuries. However, 52-year-old Antoinette Tunstall Jennings, the grandmother, did not survive.
It was just like my grandmother got shot a few years ago, and it was like, I'm just tired of being in the city.
That shooting happening just a stone's throw away from the Tunbridge School, also sitting on York Road. Principals of both Tunbridge and the Bel Air Edison schools sent out letters to families last night saying an altercation happened inside of the gymnasium at Tunbridge at the end of a basketball game around 5 o'clock. The game was between Bel Air Edison and Seed School. Then about 30 minutes after that altercation, school officials say that's when the shooting happened on York and Woodburn.
I can't get into what it was connected to. I can tell you it was something that should never have escalated, as nothing should escalate to gunfire. But this was something that was a minor altercation that we believe turned into this family being targeted.
At this point, still no arrests have been made. I do want to point out, too, though, that we are not even 100 feet away from a Safe Streets site here on York Road. So we did reach out to MONSE, that's Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, and they say that though the incident happened outside of their catchment zone, that they are still going to hold a shooting response tomorrow. And coming up at 6 tonight, we'll actually show you the seconds before those shots were fired, all caught on surveillance video at a nearby business. Live tonight.
Now, let me say this. You in your house. Now ride out with me right now. Just take a ride with me. You ride out with me. You in your house, right? You in your house and you relaxing, right? Grandma's, a niece, cousin, daughter, whatever, neighbor. She's grandma out doing what she do every day. Grandma at a basketball game. Some kids get into it. Whoever get into it. Maybe with the 29-year-old man that was in the car. A nigga or niggers or ignorant motherfuckers pulls up to the car and kills grandma. Man, I don't know how I take that, man. I'll tell you something like this, man. To be 100% honest, man, I just thank Allah, God, man, that I'm removed away from the streets. And you don't even have to be a part of the streets. Let me get this straight. You don't have to be a part of the streets. You could be a law-abiding citizen. You could be a humble, good man, mind your business. But you get the call that grandma was murdered on Baltimore City streets. And one thing about Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever the fucking social media ads is, the laws of the land states if you a street person, all jokes aside, if you're just a street person, you know what the fuck happened. You know what happened, right? And another thing, you a street person, the motherfucker click with their man, and they go do some shit, and you get a nigga fair warning, yo, don't do no dumb shit like that. And the man is gonna go do what he wanna fucking do. That's a fact. But then, how do you look at a nigga in his eyes, right? Because I've been locked up with a lot of niggas. You know, dudes locked up for rape, dudes locked up for murder, kidnapping, all types of stuff, right? How you look a dude in the eyes, even if the dude in the car was the dude you was looking for? Like, bro, the car ain't had no tinted windows on it. The lady in the car, bro, yo, you still shot the car. You still shot the car. You guys had to be watching the car, right? I'm just being honest. You had to be watching the car. You had to literally be watching the car to watch, stalking them people, right? You seen them people go up there, right? And the lady work in the school system. So if you wasn't looking for the male that was in the car, what makes you run up on a car and kill this lady? This lady ain't hold no threats against you. This lady might have got smart with you, might have cracked slick, but the lady never did nothing to you. Sticks and stone break bones, but how serious can an altercation get that you want to go murder a woman? And then when you get caught in jail, you expect somebody to send you over. When you get caught in jail, we have to still live by this, the bro code, I'm my brother's keeper. But I be saying to myself, like, all jokes aside, not trying to be funny, I'm 100% my brother's keeper. But when do my brother's keeper hold my brother accountable? That's all I'm saying, man. Like, yo, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I don't even know what to say if, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't know what to say to a nigga after they do some dumb shit like that. I can't even call you a fucking dummy or idiot. I can't even, yo, like, that's beyond stupidity. That's beyond dumb shit. That's beyond an idiot. That's beyond a fool, bruh. That's a lifer. That's a dead person, bro. Like, once you pull that gun out and run down and hit them ladies, bro, and and the police and nigga probably told on y'all already, cause fuck that. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing you hitting somebody that's going for bad and they in the streets, and then you make a mistake or you just kill an innocent person, bro, especially somebody's grandmother, bro. Like, bro, you seen that lady in that car, bro. You seen that lady in that car, bro. You watch that car. You watch that man and them two, that young lady and that woman get in the car, and you still decide, decide to carry that shit out. I tell niggas this all the time. They better watch Scarface, bro. You better watch Scarface, the movie, yo, and just see how a real man carry it. That's some yes man, yo, like, bruh, that's not human. You know, you be wondering like, oh, yo, they treat niggas like animals behind the door, or they treat you like a dog in the courtroom. The courtroom ain't justice, don't give no justice. That's why, bro. Because you got cases that come like that across a motherfucking desk that'll just have a judge mad for the rest of the fucking year. You idiots with guns are just shooting people, bro, and don't know who you're shooting. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's not what made men do. That's not a killer, bro. That's not a killer, bro. And in a day's time, these idiots might get points for that. They might get. How the fuck do you get a point for that? How you label credit? How you can even put that on your body count, bro? Like, yo, like, bro, I heard a man, turn yourself in if you got any type of decency. But man, if you just say it was two juveniles, ages 12 to 18, they get caught with this. Court process takes between 365 days to maybe, between, you can say between 300 days to 2 years. Court process, for you to go to court, go to trial, get your time and get sent to wherever you're going at, right? So put 2 years if you 12 to the age of 18, right? You ain't even lived life yet. Then you have to go inside of this prison with no idea who that lady people is, what neighborhood that lady from, how many niggas love that lady. You understand what I'm saying? It's a different thing going behind the door and you beefing because you beefing over the set, you beefing over the back block, the trailer park, the goddamn Lexington Market. You beefing because y'all had a little beef on the street. Like, yo, you got beef when a nigga be like, yo, that bitch ass nigga on the tail killed my grandmother or killed my aunt. Bro, that's like a nigga saying, bro, he did what? Like, bro, the first thing they gonna ask you, like, yo, you sure? Like, this ain't no mistake and shit, nigga. They all 100% sure, nigga, all on the news. Bro, that's gonna get you crushed. That might even have the guards, like the COs against you. Like, you would definitely need protective custody. And niggas gonna piss in your food, spit all in your food when you think you gonna hide behind the door and you not gonna face your nightmare. Bro, you killed somebody's grandmother, bro. Like, bro, you know the consequences for that? Like, who is raising these dudes? Like, I'm not hearing nothing in no rap music is telling the dude to go drill. You know what I mean? I didn't hear nothing, at least from Baltimore artists or, to go drill a nigga mama. Like, I don't understand it. Even when they talk about, all these killings that King Von did and all these killings that certain people did, they never mention like women and children. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They never mention women and children. And it is children killing children in their situation. This is gang violence. But for an innocent woman to come up dead and driving a car, bro, it is terrible, bro. That's the most heartbreaking shit. I heard a lot of heartbreaking shit. But that's like the most heartbreaking shit of 2025. Like, that lady lost her life, supporting the community, going to a basketball game, bro. Lost a life, bro. Can you just imagine getting that call? Aunt so-and-so or grandma got killed because some stupid motherfuckers with a gun. They don't know what they doing. Miss the nigga they looking for. Biggie said that in a rap years ago. Niggas like you do 10-year bids, Mr. Nigga you looking for and hit an innocent kid. But nowadays, niggas like you do life bids. Life bids. And gonna keep writing the courts asking for forgiveness and getting out of jail. You know what I mean? Bro, I don't give a fuck if she was in the wrong place in the wrong time, bro. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because people talk. So because people talk, people would have said that, it was a bunch of people out there. It was at the best. It was a busy intersection. It was people that witnessed a lot of shit. Some of the shit is caught on camera. What I'm saying is, nah, man, ain't no fucking wrong place at the wrong time, bro. That's like the wrong place at the wrong time if some killers kick in the door and you at a house playing cards. But man, you coming from a basketball game. Somebody deliberately ran down on the car. Rick. You know what I mean? They didn't know. They ran down on the car. You know what I mean? That was the target car. Whether it was a mistake, that was the wrong car and they got the wrong drop, whatever happened, that's unforgivable. Whatever happened, nobody can understand. Like, nobody can understand. Like, you can't, that's not explainable. A lot of things in life is explainable. A lot of things in life is justifiable. A lot of things in life is unjustifiable. A lot of things in life you could turn the other cheek to. That's one thing in life, man. Running down and killing somebody's grandmother, you can't do nothing. Yeah, but I'm saying mistaken identity or innocent, whatever. She was innocent, but mistaken identity and nothing. you could ever do, the only person that's going to be forgiven in that situation is God. You know what I mean? Because if your grandmother got killed and a nigga tell you, oh, it was a mistake, I never meant to hit your grandmother, nothing like that, you ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm not. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to hear it. Like, I'm not, nigga. Because at the end of the day, bro, it ain't like she got hit with a straight bullet. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, it was a shit. It ain't say it was a shootout and a lady, innocent person bystander got hit. Hell no. That's something that a nigga could be like, yo, you stupid motherfuckers, man. You stupid motherfuckers, bro. Yo, stay the fuck away from me, yo. That's what you tell your little man or anybody in that, yo, stay the fuck away from me, yo. You stupid. But when you run down on the car and put that gun in the car, man, you trying to hit somebody in that car. You know what I'm saying? You trying to hit somebody in that car, bro. And unfortunately, that the male victim that was 29 years old could have been a target. I don't know. The police gonna be on his ass like he was the target. I promise you that 11-year-old and a woman, and there's only one guy in it. I hope he got a squeaky clean record because, yeah, that'll be, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you got to worry about your whole family getting at you if grandma got killed because of you. Because they're going to ask you the one question that you supposed to ask. If you was beefing with somebody, why would you go to that basketball game? Why the fuck would you get in grandma's car? Yeah, you know, man, why would you get in grandma's car, bro? Why? Why would you get a grandma's car? It just let niggas, I don't even know what you did, bro. Like, but why would you put grandma in jeopardy? Like, now grandma gone. What the fuck your dumb ass gonna do? Like, that's like you gonna get this. Everybody, if he was involved in that, he getting disowned by his family, bro. Ain't no love. Yeah, why would you go with grandma? Like, yo, ain't no love. I don't give fucks about brother, nigga. You get grandma smoke, nigga. I ain't forgiving you. I ain't forgiving you, bro. Better watch God for. I ain't forgiving you, bro. I ain't forgiving you, bro. Ain't no man gonna put his family in jeopardy, bro. Like, real shit's 2025, bro. I know a lot of black men, white men, Spanish men, stupid motherfuckers, bro. But you can't be that fucking stupid. They make too much YouTube. It's too much YouTube videos out here, bro. Can't be that stupid, bro. You ain't drilling, because Dirt and them never talking about drilling no grandmothers and mothers and kids, bro. You get what I'm saying? So you ain't listening to the wrong niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Out of all them Chicago shits, you heard about some fatal shit, but you didn't hear them boys drilling about killing somebody's mother or killing anybody that wasn't involved with the shits. That's what drill music about. Drill music is about talking that shit about people that's in that shit, bro. That's it. That's what drill music about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say, oh, yo, this was rap music. This was two motherfuckers with guns that didn't know what they doing and killed the innocent woman. And killed the fucking innocent woman, bro. I don't stand with that shit at all, bro. I don't stand behind that shit, bro. I can't fathom that, man. Like, cause it's like, yo, even I was young, I was dumb. I had a pistol, bro. I got in shootouts and shit, bro. God damn it, bro. I had a good wicked eye to not throw them slugs when no fucking women and children was at. I had a good enough eye to focus on my target and not nothing else around it. Like, that's just man law. You know what I mean? That's it, bro. Like, it did these niggas grew up off of Call of Duty, so they know better. They grew up off of Grand Auto Theft for Call of Duty, so you know better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that, bro. You know better, bro. It's not no being young and no, hell no. Hell no. You know right from wrong, bro. You can make idiotic decisions like getting in the gang, selling drugs, going on a lick. You know what I'm saying? Even going on a mission. But you have to have the fucking willpower to say, fucking no, it's a woman and a kid in there, bro. I'm not doing that shit, bro. You have to be a man, bro. You have to be a man, bro. Like, you have to be a man, bro. You have to be a man. So they somewhere scared to death right now. If police got to drop on me, kicking in the door, getting anybody talk to them, anybody was on camera with them, man, they gonna make it hell, bro. About that. That's a serious ass crime, bro. That's a serious ass, sad crime, bro. And it makes our community look horrible, bro. That looks horrible for Baltimore, bro. Like, it's a lot of shit going on, bro. And I seen a lot of fucked up shit happen, bro. And a lot of shit has consequences to it, bro. And those consequences right there is deadly on the streets or in the joint. Nobody can protect you, bro. You gotta go in the yard one day, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta deal with that, bro. And you never know who that lady Peoples is. That's the most dangerous shit that niggas don't tell these niggas before they pick up a gun. And niggas start talking that they don't give a fuck shit to that door closed. Grrr. That door closed is a different animal. It's a different beast. It's a different environment. And you done killed somebody's grandmother, my nigga. That's serious. That's serious. That's serious, bro. I remember being in the county jail. We was locked up with a dude that caught a case years ago. Like 05, he got locked up for the shit out exes. He burnt the girl up on fire. Something because her mother was shit. Whatever. Man, he got treated like shit, bro. I'm telling you, yo, he went on PC and then he tried to, prevent them from playing with his food so he should get special diets. Yo, I'm saying, bro, like the shit that niggas was doing to his trays before they sent it up to him was horrifying. Was horrifying. Was horrifying. The shit niggas did to his food was horrifying. Niggas were taking his burger in the bathroom, Jack, and all niggas spitting all on his shit. Nigga tell you in the kitchen, this tray going to that bitch Carl Thompson. Like, do you want to do something? Like, that's how it was, bro. So I'm telling dudes, yo, like when you commit certain crimes, bro, you don't get a standing ovation for that. Like you ain't known as a murderer for certain shit. When you get in prison and you get around dudes who really, you know what I'm saying, that's really, you know what I'm saying, really do that shit, bro. Straight up, really do that shit, really into that shit, bro. And they don't respect that, bro. One day, you know what I'm saying, you had to go to church and be a quiet, you had to go to prison and be a church mouse, bro. I mean, church mouse material, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm getting to my second story. Second woman was killed in New York. This motherfucker shot this 31-year-old girl in the head, then dragged her body all wrapped up to like a trash pile. Man, I'm going to tell you the difference between Baltimore and New York. They knew the motherfuckers in New York knew where he was at, knew when the police was bringing him out. The police was trying to get him in the ambulance, man, and them people was on his ass. Oh, yeah. Oh, they weren't even trying to see him go to jail. The mother did, but when he was getting in the ambulance, the mother screamed out, "You killed my daughter, motherfucker." Like, and they wanted him. This is going to be one of those cases when he go to court, I don't think he even can walk. Because they had to take him out, in an ambulance. I don't even think he could walk. It has been some crazy motherfucking crimes going on in New York, baby. You go to New York, you got family up New York, pray for them. Motherfucker burning people up at subway stations. Goddamn boy killed his mother on Christmas. God damn it, man, shot the health CEO. Like, New York is bananas. New York is bananas right now, bro. New York is off the chain, bro, right now, bro. And I can never say that New York hasn't been off the chain, but some of their crimes is making the news. It's be like, hold up. Baltimore had this lady get killed and got some carjacking shit. That shit is fucked up. But Baltimore, we ain't seen nobody just drunk and set somebody on fire. Like, certain shit, it happens out here. Certain shit that happened in Baltimore doesn't happen in New York. Certain shit that happened in Baltimore, certain shit that happened in New York don't happen in Baltimore. That shit that happened in New York, where Choda shot that girl in the head and then dragged her body, is bananas. Like, they was on his ass, bro. I'm quite sure when he get to Rikers Island, he going on Rikers Island, man, he gonna have a tough time, bro. They was punching him. The police couldn't do nothing. The police wasn't even using excessive force to keep them people back. They had to do their job. Police wanted to dump his ass out of The goddamn. Man, that shit crazy. I might put the camera on that. Woman killed in New York. Woman shot and dragged in New York. This shit is real, bro. I'm gonna put the camera up there for y'all to see this shit. I'm gonna let y'all hear the clip and then I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all gotta like that video.
Suspects after a woman's body was found inside a trash bag in Kips Bay.
Friends and family spoke to CBS 2's Alice Gaynor, remembering her life taken too soon.
My beautiful baby, my angel.
Family and friends gathered at a memorial on 27th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenues where the body of 31-year-old Yasmin Williams was found. Police say this past Friday, just before 5 p.m., they responded to a call of a suspicious package on the curb. Police sources say inside the trash bag was a woman's body wrapped in a sleeping bag. The medical examiner's office ruled it a homicide. She had been shot in the head.
No one would have a reason to hurt her like that. Everyone she knew, she meant something to them.
Police sources say a man was seen on video pulling the bag on a motorized wheelchair. Several say Williams was friends with a man who uses a wheelchair in the neighborhood. She grew up here and lived nearby. Williams' mother says days before she was killed, her daughter, known as Yazzie, had just started a new job.
She was looking so forward to living her life. She got her degree in criminal justice. She went to Buffalo State University, and she wanted to go back to be a lawyer.
You could always catch her on a city bike. She had a beautiful voice. She just really loves life.
Williams had a twin brother and a little sister.
She used to always take good care of me, and she used to always be proud of me. She was the best sister I could ever have. And I love her so much. I just wish she could have stayed a little longer because I just wanted to grow up with her.
So far, no arrests, no motive, and police sources say right now it's unclear where the murder took place.
The longer.
Part one. Part one. Part one. Part one. Part one. It's part one. This happened a while ago, man, but I got to just, you know what I mean? I just gotta play this, bro. This shit is just crazy. This shit happened a while ago. Last year, but this shit just terrible, bro. Now, here we go. They ready to show you, tell you about the nigga that been got locked up. This happened a little while back last year. A little bit, just really, a little bit for the new year.
In the murder of a woman from Kips Bay is now facing a charge in connection to her death.
Yeah, this happened after yesterday's police taking him into custody, is what I was trying to say. When family and neighbors attacked him while he was being taken away by the paramedics for an unrelated incident. Good day's Briella Tomasetti live outside the 13th Precinct Station House in Gramercy right now, where this case continues to be updated hour by hour.
Yeah, Kurt and Rosanna, that's exactly right. Good morning to both of you. And again, this is new information we just received in the last hour. Police have identified that man as 55-year-old Chad Irish. He has been charged with concealment of a human corpse in connection with the Yasmin Williams case, but investigators have not at this point charged him with her murder. He is currently being held here at the 13th Precinct. An angry mob chased down the 55-year-old man who's being looked at as a person of interest in the murder of Yasmin Williams. He was wheeled out of his home by first responders, handcuffed to his and then taken into the back of an ambulance as the infuriated crowd followed closely behind, throwing punches and even shouting, "Kill him." The melee happened in Kips Bay, right around the corner from where Williams's body was found Friday evening, stuffed inside a sleeping bag next to a pile of trash left out on the sidewalk. Police have confirmed that the 31-year-old woman died from a gunshot wound to the head and have ruled her death a homicide. They say the 55-year-old man was initially taken into custody in connection with another incident, but later questioned about the death of Yasmin Williams.
She meant everything to me. It was my baby. She was an angel. She was a light.
Sources tell.
Now they whooped his ass. Yeah, man. They was his ass.
Breaking news in Queens. Police are looking for a killer who shot a woman in the head in College Point. The deadly shooting happened inside of a home on 14th Road just after 1 this morning. The 32-year-old woman was pronounced dead at the scene. A 49-year-old man believed to be her uncle was also shot but is expected to survive. Police say a man wearing all black ran away from the home.
Boy, niggas is killing these females, bro. What the fuck, bro? Man, shit. I ain't, man. Well, I'm here to tell you, boy, if you kill a woman and you really did that shit, nigga, you better get ready to do a life bit. I'm here to tell you, bro, you ain't gonna never get no pussy again. I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to be no asshole, but man, shit, bro, like you gotta waive your option. I can't be that man. I got a cousin. He been in jail since '91. I used to read his letters, and I was telling Porch Prophet, we need to just see is he still alive or did he ever get out of prison? Because our great grandmother was his grandmother, and he used to keep contact. He used to write letters all the time, and I remember some of the letters that was like from like 1990, 91, 94, 95. He used to always just write the family, write my grandmother and shit. And she was getting old, so she never could really write back. And ain't none of us writing back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. He's older than me, way older than me. He's probably like 70 right now. He was way older than me, and he was a correctional officer, and Cuz was a correctional officer, and living a good life in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Brought her home, had cars, you know what I mean? Cars, him and his girl, and allegedly, he came home from work and he caught his wife in the bed cheating with another man. I guess she was a housewife back then. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? He killed her. And he been serving life ever since. Like he been serving life in prison ever since. Life in prison, bro. Life in prison, bro. Got life in prison, bro. Oh man, and that's tough. That's tough, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, yeah. So, this is the next thing I got. 50 Cent and Big Meech beef.
Just smash that. Like
This been a solid one, y'all. Big Meech and 50 Cent. So, as we know, 50 Cent produced one of the best joints that was on TV that we all loved was BMF. The whole series with the shit, and then we seen the rising actors come out. Meech's son, it's a big thing. So when Southwest T come home, you see 50 Cent in the pictures with him. Whatever. 50's hanging out with Meech, little Meech. Getting them through. I'm thinking new season's coming. Whatever. Meech comes home. You see 50 in the picture with Meech, but you don't see 50 welcome home Meech. You don't see the big thing and the gifts, and you don't see that. All right. The first thing that raised my eyebrows on this was I seen Southwest T take a picture with Supreme's son. And Supreme is a very, very imperative op in 50's life. So if me just being a human person that uses brain, like damn, it was Shorty in the picture with him, okay, maybe Southwest T just on some shit like that's a kid, and it is what it is. So I don't pay it no mind. Little time come by, Meech come home. So Meech come home, like I said, I heard, I seen one of the tweets or a post, 50 made one post, Meech come home, Meech hollering at everybody, whatever, he hollering at who he want to holler at. Boom. The big announcement comes out. Big Meech legacy party, February the 13th. I think it's in Miami. I'm not sure where it's at, but you know, that's a big thing. I see Meech post with Rick Ross, another one of 50 Cent ops. So Southwest T on a picture with Supreme's son embracing him. And then Meech on a picture with Rick Ross embracing him. Then I'm going to keep it real. Meech, Rick Ross, and 50 Cent little hip hop beef ain't really nothing to squabble about. But a lot of dudes was beefing with 50, you know, back early on in the early 2000s because 50, if you fucked the one of 50 ops, he was going at you. That's just how 50 and the G Unit crew was carrying it back then. So me just knowing 50 and 50 mentality, Rick Ross on the joint with him. So now it's like, oh shit, you know, Meech fucking with that. But the Supreme shit, just like this clip that I'm gonna play, they motherfuckers was thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Like, damn, this nigga fucking with Supreme, son. The nigga fucking with Rick Ross. These niggas fucking, both of these niggas fucking with my ops. Now, me thinking Preem been locked up for 20 some years, and Meech just did 20 years. Southwest T did damn near 20 years. So me thinking and just being in prison before, prison politics. Prison politics. I believe that some kites got sent to Meech and T. You know what I mean? You know, Meech and T made a lot of money. Made a lot of money and took care of a lot of people. So I know they probably got a lot of love in the feds. You know what I'm saying? I know they got a lot of love in the feds, and then niggas was just, I know a lot, you know, half of America ghettos are impressed by the BMF story. You know what I mean? We all have those BMF stories in our hood with dudes that was like the 50 boys. But I don't know nobody that touched $250 million. You know what I mean? Drug money. Might be some niggas in Baltimore that did it, that never got caught, that never been on the radar, New York, Hawaii, wherever. But we know Big Meech, you know, this shit was all put in the papers about Big Meech case and how big Meech and them case was. Okay. Meech is home. And since Meech been home, I just don't see the Meech and 50 Cent like thing. Now 50's busy on his tour, but we got cell phones. We got cell phones, and love is love. You know, and you did some real important things, like you kept the legacy going with the BMF stores. You know, you changed his son's life, all of that. But you know, Meech a grown man and Meech a big OG and a big boss. So you know what I mean? Meech got the right to be like, you Meech a fuck who you want to fuck with, like especially if it's just some rap beef. It ain't nothing personal, but you know, 50 Cent and Rick Ross beef might not be serious to us, but shit, you know, you had a man, baby mama, and some more shit. So these are some type of kind of beefs big. So I noticed that Southwest T and Meech is not really embracing 50 Cent after 50 did what he did. But I guess it's just business. You don't have to be my friend to do my biopic or do my series or do my movie. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know what you're doing, I can put the product in your hand. You take your cut, I take my cut, everybody get paid, we go in. That's just business. That's just business 101. I get it. But I thought it was a little bit, I thought it was, you know, a little past business. You taking a boy, son, putting him in acting school for a couple years. You know, everybody know the story. But I think it's something bigger. And 50 haven't been speaking on this. And Meech and them ain't the type of dudes that you can just really just, you know, haul off and say something. And 50 a man, so he know them dudes on parole and probation. Meech got the box on his leg. So, you know, saying ignorant shit wouldn't be this. And this is beyond the internet. You know, internet shit that 50 might take a joke, but you know, bumping heads with Meech or dudes like Preem or any dudes that's, you know, real gangster. You know, rappers and, you know, celebrities is not going to play with them niggas on the internet and, you know, shit like that. It just don't work like that. You know what I mean? And you're not, you know what I mean? You're not out of arm reach for Meech. You know what I mean? Because Meech just got that type of bag and got that type of pull. And then he was already an international kingpin. And then he went in the Fed. So he know from the top to the, he already knew dudes from the top to the bottom. Now he know dudes that probably all 50 fucking states. You know what I mean? hundreds of dudes in states over, and then just him just being Meech. Everybody in the United States know. You might could go to Venezuela or other countries and they might never heard of a fucking Big Meech, but in the United States of America and Canada and Europe, you know who Big Meech is. And that's a fucking fact. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get into this clip. You know what I mean? Forgotten King spoke about it, a couple days ago. So I'm gonna get in this clip because Forgotten Games podcast is one of the joints I watch. I like. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. But I like this take on it. His take was kind of like my take, but it just looked weird to me. And we just gonna get into it. And 50 Cent, you see the vlogs and everything, feel betrayed by it. So, but we gonna just tap into it and see what y'all say. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Like I told the motherfuckers yesterday morning, I could have 300 people in the chat, or I could have 6 people in the chat. Long as somebody in the chat, I'ma work. But just show respect to the chat in my house, which is my content in my space, and like the video. That's important. Shout out to my mod squad in the building. Original bad guys, Candy Kane, the mod squad. Always keeping people on my ass. But it ain't one of them lit nights like that. But it will be in the morning because I shall return first thing in the morning. But let's get into this. Hit that notification button. Like this video.
Meech on February 13th. Get your tickets right now. It's going down. We know Florida gonna be there. Miami gonna be there. The legend himself gonna be in the building, making history. Meech, who else coming? The whole nation. Detroit, St. Louis, California, everybody. Atlanta, Georgia, ATL, stand up. We're gonna make history. Get your tickets right now. Y'all better be there February 13th. Meech on.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous.
Yeah. Hold up, y'all. It's ready to get messy. It's ready to get messy. So Rick Ross, Meech do the commercial February the 13th. The Legacy Party. Meech bringing everybody out. Meech bringing the hoods, the blocks, the ballers. Meech on.
The clip. Rick Ross is promoting Big Meech's Legacy concert. Okay, it seems as if they're throwing an official welcome home concert for Big Meech. As you've seen in the video, Rick Ross is smiling ear to ear. Okay, we know why. Okay, we already know why. 50 Cent. Okay, come on. Makes you wonder, how close is Meech and 50 Cent? Because this looks very interesting. Okay, we're all aware of the beef between Rick Ross and 50 Cent. And understand, they got real person. Okay, 50 Cent made a tape with Rick Ross' baby mother. So it's safe to say that beef will last for the rest of this lifetime, right? And it makes you wonder, about this picture here with 50 Cent and Meech, because a lot of people noticed that 50, he didn't really make too many announcements when Meech came home, right? So social media, they see everything. Eventually, you seen 50 picture with Big Meech,
right?
All is well. But again, it makes you wonder, how does 50 feel about Meech linking up with one of his enemies, man? Considering 50 Cent did right by Meech, right? One could argue, the man put your son in position to change not only his life, but everyone. You know what I mean? Was able to breathe new life into the BMF brand, put it on a different platform, on a different level, right? Building awareness. Everyone was loving the show. And then for whatever reason, I guess 50 and his issues with stars, kind of forced him to start moving in a different direction. This is why you see the 50 Cent Action channel, because for whatever reason, I don't think 50 Cent owns the Power brand. There's certain entities, but BMF, like I said, that was something that, 50 took personal, and he made an effort to turn it into a project that everyone loved, right? So come on, it makes you wonder, right? Now, let's go back to when Big Meech's brother was seen with Supreme's son. Okay, Supreme rumored to be the one that was, responsible for the shooting of 50 Cent. Remember, he got hit 9 times. So, of course, optically, this doesn't look good. Come on. I helped put your family in position to be millionaires, man. take you out of the negativity, because again, you locked up all these years, right? And now you get to come home to legal money, right? This new wave. And this is the thanks I get. You hanging out with all of my enemies. I mean, listen, I get it. Ross and 50 Cents beef, that's between them. But like I said, it just optically, it looks very strange. I'm doing all this for you and your family. Meanwhile, it doesn't seem as if they have loyalty for 50 Cent, It is what it is. And it's funny, considering that 50 Cent, he loves to make chess moves, especially when we're talking about the art of war. Come on. We've seen it just happen with Cameron and Jim Jones. You get what I mean? Now, remember, Supreme Son took this picture with 50's son, and we all know how that turned out. That's why I said you see these moves being made, and it makes you wonder, well, damn, who's being loyal in the end? Even 50's son. People's like, why would you take a picture with Cream's son, right? And of course, 50's son, Mark, he said he was unaware of who this individual was at the time. But the point is, people, they will use you as pawns, man, in their own little game. You don't even know you're being used as a pawn. And normally, 50 Cent is the one that's doing the manipulation, right? We already understand. 50 real slick, okay? And this Supreme Junior, he hanging out with all the 50 ops. You go on his Instagram, anyone that don't rock with 50, trust me, I'm sure homie done pulled up on him and, embraced him. But like I said, to notice all of these individuals who are deemed 50 Cent ops, right, enemies, they all hanging together. Come on. And I get it. We know about Floyd's falling out. And even with Rick Ross, this was about a year or two ago. So I'm just curious, man. I'm curious to know what's 50's thoughts on seeing Rick Ross teamed up with Big Meech. As of right now, he hasn't responded on social media. You know how 50 is. I'm sure he'll respond maybe 2, 3 in the morning. Because again, like I said, optically, this looks crazy. You put, Meech and his family in position, right, with the show BMF. Everyone loved it, right, at least for the first couple of seasons. And now you see him hanging out with Ross. I mean, how does that work? And think about it, Big Meech, he can have his own show, right? He can have his own movie. And 50 Cent could be the one to make this happen. But
Big Meech don't give a fuck about that.
I'm not sure. Like I said, it's just funny because normally 50 Cent is the one manipulating pieces, okay? Making chess moves. We just seen it with Jim Jones and Dipset. One would say, one could argue that 50 Cent is the reason why that back and forth happened between Jim Jones and Cameron, because 50 was able to reveal how he was able to manipulate Jim Jones in that situation.
Dang.
And again, it's not to say Jimmy was wrong for doing what he did, but optically it didn't look right to the fans of Dipset. And at that moment, once you seen Jim Jones with 50, Dipset fans felt betrayed. That's why I said 50's normally on the other side, right? Using people like pawns, right? In the art of war when it comes to rap beef. But this time, now he's on the outside looking in, watching Rick Ross smile ear to ear. You know what I mean? Standing beside Big Meech. And I get it. Ross had the song Reppin' Meech. But again, I'm just curious to know, what are your thoughts on Big Meech linking up with Rick Ross? Do you think that Big Meech betraying, do you think this is Big Meech betraying 50 by hanging out with Ross? Or do you think that's just their beef? I'm curious to know, what are your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below? Because again, the way Rick Ross was smiling, I know he was happy to be able to shoot this video with Meech, because again, this is, 50 Cent's man. So again, y'all let me know your thoughts on all of this down in the comment section below. But again, my name is Sensei Rip.
Dang. That's tough, yo. Dang. I ain't been into this, y'all. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. We gotta get into this, man. Big Meech ain't fucking with the niggas that everybody thought he was gonna be fucking with. You feel what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. Like dudes be acting like they be fucking with dudes and things just don't happen. I don't know, man. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. We heating up, man. Raw Dope Podcast Vlog, man. Let's go. Me smiling ear to ear.
Internet right now, everybody is calling out Big Meech for betraying 50 Cent and Young Jeezy. Although some social media users are speculating that Big Meech might have gotten the permission from 50 before putting Rick Ross on his Welcome Back concert. But I don't think any man should be taking permission from another man to do whatever they want to do in life, especially not Big Meech. But in this situation is a whole different story because 50 Cent has made millions of dollars for Big Meech and his family. And in the business world is understood that you should never betray the machine that generates money for you and your family. On June 19, 2024, 50 Cent checked BMF co-founder Southwest T for meeting with his enemy's son, Supreme. Check out what 50 told Southwest T. Hey, I know T feel like he is not making the money Lil Meech BMF is making, but I thought they would all be happy for him. It's not like I didn't help your family make millions. Cool when stars start suggesting the wrong moves. I'm simply going to sit and watch. Don't worry, you will be off the air in no time. I think Big Meech is not yet informed, and he doesn't know that 50 Cent don't give a damn about nothing. If you start acting funny, Fifth will start being petty towards you. When it comes to why Meech is rocking with Ross and his brand, people started talking about that one song Rick Ross did, which didn't make no money for the family. And this is one of the reasons so many social media users are calling out Big Meech for making the wrong moves. I was expecting Meech to help squash the beef, but I guess he about to ignite more fire into the beef. We are all waiting for 50 Cent to speak on the situation, and I will be surprised if Fifth will let it slide, because I already noticed that 50 has deleted the picture he snapped with Big Meech when he recently came back. That's also a serious sign that something is going on behind the scene. And look at what's going on with BMF and Stars. The show is already suffering after making millions of dollars. Lil Meech, who became a movie star because of the show, is also promoting the Welcome Back concert of his dad. We are going to sit back and watch what will happen at the end of the day. Leave your thoughts in the comments section.
Damn.
The first one I want to get to is BMF Party. It's official. He dropped it on his page. I got two questions for you.
AG is a promoter.
AG, you know, famous. He was around some BMF heyday. You know what I'm saying? So I got two questions for you though. Where's Young Jeezy? Did he refuse to be a part of the show? Did they reach out to Young Jeezy?
It's crazy.
And two, is this disrespectful to 50 Cent by having Rick Ross on the bill when you got dealings and your son got dealings with 50 Cent? You know how 50 gets sometimes. Start with the Jeezy question first. What do you
Maybe
think?
Jeezy might be one of the more artists to be added.
Okay, but what I'm saying, he's not. You would think it'd be a headliner, like, because he's Jeezy, BMF, but you know what I mean?
Maybe Jeezy might be in attendance. You know what I'm saying? He might be with Big Meech.
So, but let me ask you, if Jeezy doesn't show up, doesn't have nothing to do with this, is it safe to say that there might be some friction there, or it's not like it was back in the day between Jeezy and Meech?
I mean, we haven't seen them together, but I mean, we don't know. You know, we don't know. You know, we can speculate from now until forever until we, find out. But you know what I'm saying? He could be one of the artists to be added. It's the day before.
Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
And on top of that, Jeezy lives in South Florida too. So
yeah, I'm just saying because we always hear Jeezy's in connected to BMF. You know what I'm saying? Meech, BMF, Blue. We always hear Jeezy in that circle of names. So for him not to be on the bill, I don't know.
They got what majority is Detroit, outside of like Lil Bootsy and if you think about it,
Savage, Sexy Red.
Like you go to T-Face Grizzly, T Grizzly, Babyface Ray, Iceberg Vizo, Skilla Baby, Peasy, Payroll Giovanni. That's Detroit. Like it's like
I seen Detroit and Atlanta. Because everybody else is Lil Baby, 21 Savage,
Sexy Red, Cody
Lil Scooter.
Lil Scooter, Detroit.
Yeah,
Like,
42 that EST.
majority of it is Detroit.
Moneybag, Boss
More
Man.
than half of the artists are from Detroit.
Yeah, man, he's from Detroit. You know, so I get that part of it. It's a good show for them doing it somewhere in Florida. So, you know, I guess it's a good show for them. But like I said, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to pump the brakes on Baby Jeezy. Shut it down because you said maybe he'll be added. So I'm going to pump the brakes on that narrative. But as of right now, we don't see no sign of Jeezy. Now, get to the Ross and 50 Cent. Do you think it's a slap in the face to 50 Cent for Big Meech to have Rick Ross on the show?
I mean, the only reason why I think Ross is on it is because of the song. The song was a big song.
Yeah.
I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the only reason. At one point in time, they were trying to get the song to be on the, but like I guess Ross and 50 Friction, they wanted the song to be the song for the show.
Okay.
At a point in time, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know, Ross is a DR when it comes to them anyway.
But can 50 take it as a slap in the face is what I'm asking.
I don't think 50 taking that slap in the face because he looked like you know, Ross is getting paid to do a job.
Okay. Because he was quick to shout out to come at Southwest T over his picture with Lil Cream, remember? So
that's different. Like Ross and Cream are on different hierarchies of enemies with 50.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Ross is like, you know, and then on top of that, 50 then came out on top. Like Ross and him, I was at the Hip Hop Awards in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ross and talked to Raph. And then, you know, Ross just went through what he went through in Canada.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Ross is like Ross ain't getting no Vegas residency. You feel me? Ross ain't doing world tours.
So you say 50 ain't really gonna stress that basically.
Like the Ross is, but like Little Cream is a little different thing because of the shit with Marquise, the shit with his Cream. You know, his life almost, that's a whole different echelon of people. You know what I'm saying? So,
all right. Well, there's rumored that a lot of these artists are doing this show for the free on the arm, pay homage. You believe that?
I believe it, yes, I do. Okay.
Hell
That's a
yeah.
hell of a lineup to get for free though, right? Raw Savage, Baby, Moneybag.
Them niggas is kissing the ring.
That's what that's called, kissing the ring.
You see what does it say? Put it back up.
Welcome back.
Lil Baby, Rick Ross, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Kodak Black, 42 Jug, EST, Moneybag, Yo Boss Man, D-Lo T, Grizzly, Babyface, Ray, Icewear, Vazo, Skrilly Baby, PG, Payroll, Giovanni, YTB, Fats, Tay B, Boosie, Young Scooter. More artists to be added.
They want us to let them know. Is a third party. Is that a narrative that we pushing on Meech? Is it like, you know what I'm saying?
Meech throwing a big boy concert. That's a big boy lineup.
That's a big BMF hub.
You know
that's a big lineup.
Yeah. But I don't think he would have all these artists paying homage if he was a third party cooperative. If there was some paperwork out there on Meech that people was actually jacking and holding his feet to the fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. I might want to
push it, man. Shout out to Big Meech. I wonder if he's getting off his house arrest. If that's what this concert is celebrating, or if he still got some more months to go. Or will he even be at the show? Will he even be at the show? I hope he's at the show, right? Hopefully his PO posted. Okay. Well,
definitely gonna be at the show, bro.
He might got some ends with AG, but now I think that they all of them performing. That's the bill. Then nah. He got some headliners on the bill.
Yeah, man. He almost did 20, man. So he's back home, man. He's reaping the benefits of, you know, standing tall. Shout out to Big Meech, man. We got to see what's to come when he finally gets off that.
Yeah, I think Meech gonna be all right, man. Cause everybody talking about this, cause 50 ain't fucking with him.
Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button.
What's Jordan's nigga Jordan Tower talking about? You know what I mean? Lil Meech confirms Big Meech backstabbing 50 Cent. What?
Because in a judgment, he has to settle these judgments. So that.
What is he talking about?
Rapping. Jason Lee says he's trying to get his hands on it. Of some footage that's gonna exonerate Tory Lanez. Like some.
I'm with Tory Lanez right now. I'm talking about Meech and Rick Ross. What's going on with that? Oh my God, Big Meech violating 50 Cent. Whack 100 reacts. Oh man, here we go. We gotta hear this.
Ross said he's supposed to be a car show judge at his car show at his house.
Ross know what he doing. Listen, bro, Ross know 50 years, right? 50 real territorial. You show any signs, he'll get away from him. That's just him.
Meech been home a little while, getting comfortable. Is he getting too comfortable? Why is he doing business with Ross? 50 the major executive, got his story out, he getting checks. Will this put that in jeopardy? Let's get to the content.
What's up with the whole Big Meech coming home concert? You know, feeling that?
I mean, that's it.
Hit that like button, man. If you just tap in and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm good. I'm telling you, I'm good. I'm good. My bad. I'm bad. Heck yeah, that's what's up. Have a good night.
Because that's what he's always wanted. You know, that's what Blue Da Vinci was supposed to bring.
My bad, Ray Mel.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
My bad, bro.
Just hopefully, you know, he get in and get out. That's all I'm saying. Nigga, you just come on doing 19, nigga.
I think he want to do this. He want to be a promoter or a producer.
Yeah, that's the problem. He still got the bug. He got the bug. Nah, he ain't this. He's an exec in a situation that he ain't directly in. So I think, you know, if they smart, they do phase 2 and run a series of when he got caught, how he fought the case in jail, to how it went, to just being formalized to now, and then do that series and then turn around and package it all up and go motion picture. And then do some other things with his money, but he still got the bug to be a, you know, dudes are fairly simple dudes. He ain't no gangster nigga, he's a hustler, but he always had the bug for the music. That's what he wanted that to be. Everybody know that. So I think that's just, now that everybody's catering to him, but right now, he felt like I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a bad time in music, and it's dangerous and risky for him being in this situation. But if I was him, nigga, I don't know. Nigga, I'm that age, just did 19. Give me that director's seat. Where that's at? See you on the movie set. But he still wants that. He had it with the dope game, and he was trying to cross into it with the music game.
Yeah, Meech.
He left the
Read the
streets.
comments. My bad. I ain't see your comments down there, man. I'm paying attention to the show and creating my content.
They got to call it something to make it clean for him, right? You know what I'm saying? They can't, you know what I'm saying? They can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? The BMF bash. You know, you got a 5-year jail, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised they even gonna let him go down. Well, no, it's gonna be in Florida, but
that's where he live at.
Ross said he's supposed to be a car show judge at his car show at his house.
Yeah, but Ross supposed to, and I hope we don't keep him up. Ross know what he's doing. He's a for it. Man, he know, listen, bro, Ross know 50 years, right? 50 real territorial nigga. You show any signs that nigga some weird, he'll get away from him. That's just him.
How y'all feel about that, though? How y'all feel about Big Meech fucking with Big Meech? Not really being I don't know if he fucking with 50 or not, but you ain't been saying Jeezy like post crazy shit. But what's up? We ain't been saying you know, Jeezy post him up like that, and 50 took the picture down with him and all that. I mean, what y'all think though? Y'all think, you know, because Meech in Florida, what do y'all think though? Meech a big guy, bro. Meech a big deal, so Meech ain't no little boy. So what y'all think? Y'all feel like the Big Meech betrayed 50 Cent? I'm just being honest. Y'all feel like Big Meech betrayed 50 Cent by dealing with who he want to deal with? Or do y'all feel like, yo, he on man time, he can deal with who he want to deal with because 50 enemies is not his enemies, and him and 50 had business? You know what I mean? If it was no friendship involved and it was strictly business, then I deal with who I want to deal with and talk to who I want to talk to. You know what I mean? And certain likes, you know, in the streets, that could be bad for business, but it's dudes that fuck with dudes that don't fuck with dudes all the time and forever. So I'm saying that this can't be, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Maybe this the big boom for everybody to come out on stage and squash the beef. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. I don't know. But everybody's saying Meech crossed 50 by fucking with Rick Ross and Southwest T by dealing with Supreme Son. But Southwest T and Meech just came home from prison. And let me explain y'all something to you. The prison, the love and respect that you grow for a man in a joint, knowing he come from somewhere is different. Supreme ain't grow up with Meech and them, and they probably never did nothing, but they feel his pain having life in prison, being given all that time by the feds and just being in there. And I'm quite sure Preem hollered at him. And Preem might have just felt like 50 Cent is a big reason why he's in prison and it's hard for him to give his time back. You know what I mean? So I'm just, and that might be it. Because, just getting, Supreme and ADX Florence, I think he's still there. But I think it's more like, I think it's a convict thing. Like 50 Cent put millions of dollars in my pocket. He took, he took the strip. He got my son up. That's good business. Was they friends before the situation? Did they create a bond while he was in prison? Or did Meech just do good business? You understand what I'm saying? Good, that's what our people got to understand. You can just simply do good business. It don't have to be hard as fuck, bro. You can just do good business, bro. And if they just had a business relationship, Southwest T and 50, regardless of how much millions that he made their family, it is a business relationship. It's nothing personal. So if 50 just decide to deal with some guys that Meech don't fuck with, then I don't think Meech will feel away because, we just doing business. You ain't my man. We ain't thugging the streets. We ain't banging together. You did good business, bro. I did my part. You did your part. Everybody got paid. I deal with who I want to deal with. You deal with who you want to deal with. It might be some guys that Meech feel like that 50's dealing with. I just don't feel like, I don't see no betrayal. I don't see no betrayal in no one's personal life if our relationship was built off of business. If we have an immaculate business relationship and all the business went good, that don't mean that in our personal life that we friends and we going to kick it. Or that don't mean because we do good personal business. When I'm doing business with you, Rick Ross is not right here, Lord Supreme and them ain't right here, and I'm not ignoring no beefs between y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what men do. I'm not ignoring no beefs, but they my guys. They the dudes I choose to fuck with, whether you like it or not. And I want to do business with you. Now the BMF series is off, and 50 made a cut. I want to see where the big BMF series go, and this and that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody will pick that BMF series up because it's hard as fuck. You know what I mean? And then the BMF thing will go to the big screen. It's a lot of shit that Meech can just do. Meech's face card is vicious right now. So for the next 5 years, Meech can make a lot of money, man, and spend his 60s. The man spent his 40s, half his 30s, and part his 50s, in the joint. So it's like, yo, the next 5 years, Big Meech can make a lot of money just off his name and off his brand. And he always wanted to do the music shit. Now he got some money the right way. You know what I mean? And Meech is a businessman. So he ain't gonna strike out. But I don't think, from what I heard and what I saw, because I don't know neither one of them personally, from what I hear and I saw, I truly believe in my heart that they did good business with 50 Cent, but they didn't really have a super personal relationship. And whether Little Meech is Meech's son, he might have had a more better relationship with 50 than his father had. But he got a rock. No, ASAP Rocky not locked up for 20 years. ASAP Rocky just went into jury selection, and his trial should be underway maybe next week. But he picked the jury. I don't know, did it start already? I'm not sure. I ain't been up on that. Tyler walking around marching to ST trauma. will be they're going to be in the earthquake when Kendrick Lamar plays. Not they not like us is going to murder the Super Bowl. Everybody knows that. They not like us is going to definitely murder the Super Bowl and definitely be a shocker. But this 50 Cent and Big Meech situation, you know, I think that's what it is. I think it's just, you know, we do good business. We do good business. You made my family rich. I made you rich because you can't act like, you know, Meech or his family was broke. But I don't know their circumstances. But we can't act like that story and that whole move didn't do just as much for 50 Cent as it did for Meech family. You know what I'm saying? That's what business about. You know, coming out equally yoked. We do the business. You get what you looking for. I get what I'm looking for. You profit what you profit. I profit what I profit. You know what I mean? And sometimes good business is people that's not your friends. Just good business is just a good business relationship. You know what I'm saying? Good business relationship. If you get in corporate America, you got to have good business relationships. And after you leave that person, you might can't stand them, but you respect the way they do business and how they do business. And you know when you do business with them, it's solid. Ain't nothing personal. It's just business. So you know, I don't know, man. And 50 done, like they say, 50 a different type of nigga when he beefing. 50 Cent is definitely a different type of guy when he beefing, but I don't know, y'all, man. You know, I don't know, man. But listen, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. My channel stands on no fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. I will be tapping back in at 7 a.m. between the hours of 7 and 8 a.m. this morning. So I'm doubling down on YouTube, getting in the algorithm. NFL playoffs this weekend, more content. I don't know what I'm gonna hit y'all in the head with, but we covered Donald Trump takes back over the border, 400 some and over 400 illegal immigrants shipped out the country. Two women, you know, I've talked about an incident that happened in New York about 5 or 6 months ago about that woman, you know, just being dragged, and talked about, you know, rest in peace to that woman that just lost her life in Baltimore, grandma that got killed. And we talked about the 50 Cent and BMF, you know what I mean? Southwest T, you know what I mean? BMF. I'm quite sure you know, the BMF family is just staying together. You know what I mean? BMF family just standing together. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. Drop a like, leave a comment. Like the video, like the video, like the video. It's 2 a.m. You got to like the video. If you tap and then I'm giving you something to watch, I would really appreciate if you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Become a member. Become a member of my channel. Become a member of my channel. I have great content. You know what I mean? And purchase a t-shirt, man. You know what I mean? Give a nigga a badge or something. But hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. Hey, I got 7 people that like the video, man. 3 more, I'll be happy. You know, I can't be crazy. Even 1 more. You know what I mean? Whatever you give me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to be phony and come in the house and not like the video. It's crazy to me. But hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Please drop a like, leave a comment, man. Let's see what they talking about. ASAP Rocky. Let's see what's going on. ASAP. I can't get off this 50 Cent BMF thing though, because that's kind of deep. 50 Cent and Tony and Oakland murder link up. That was a while ago. All this is a while ago. Gucci Man and OJ Juice Man finally in beef. Okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? What else cool? What's going on in hip hop right now? What's going on with hip hop right now? That's what's going on. Rest in peace to Project Pat Son, man. Rest in peace to anybody that lost their life this year. Anybody that lost their life, period. You know what I mean? Prayers up for the people out in California that's going through the wildfires. Prayers up for the Tennessee school shootings for those, that family. Just, you know, just prayers in the air for everybody, man. We live in a cold world, man. It's tough out here. I'm tired of hearing Troy having Urban Plaza. Yeah, Big Meech 2-1. That's gonna be a big party. A lot of people probably getting their tickets now for that Big Meech joint. Oh, this is one story I wanted to cover. Deadly home invasion linked to gun trafficking gang in Philadelphia. That's another place that's going crazy. Man, I gotta play this.
I have plenty of Eagles coverage for the next 90 minutes, but first, we do have developing news to get to in Montgomery County. A third person arrested and charged with homicide in a deadly home invasion on the main line. And investigators now linking the group back to a larger, dangerous gun trafficking ring. Thanks for joining us here at 5 o'clock. I'm Jason Martinez. Investigators say the trio is among 8 people involved, spearheading the illegal organization from Montgomery County. They're accused of selling everything from factory-made guns to 3D printed ghost guns and even silencers. Our Jennifer Lee live in Norristown. And Jennifer, those 5 people have also been charged?
Yes, they have. So the DA, Kevin Steele, says those 5 individuals are accused of being part of this gun trafficking ring. So the total number of people facing charges is 8. He says this was a difficult investigation that all started with that deadly home invasion in Lower Merion.
Fuentes is the impetus behind why Andrew Gaudio was murdered and Bernadette Gaudio was attempted to be murdered.
Montgomery County District Attorney Kevin Steele says Jeremy Fuentes is the junk lugger's employee who relayed information about guns in a Bucks County home to co-workers and co-conspirators Kevin Roberts and Charles Fulforth. On December 8th, investigators say Roberts and Fulforth took that information but went to the wrong home with a similar address in Lower Merion, Montgomery County. They're accused of shooting and killing 25-year-old Andrew Gaudio and severely injuring his mother, Bernadette. DA Steele says that investigation uncovered their alleged involvement in the gun trafficking trade.
Some of the things that are being distributed here are silent machine guns.
The district attorney laid out 2 tables of evidence collected from search warrants, which include Fulforth's home in Jenkintown. In addition to allegedly selling stolen factory-made guns, the DA says Fulforth was 3D printing ghost guns, suppressors or silencers, and this little device that converts pistols into a machine gun. Arrest warrants were issued for 5 additional people who investigators say helped circulate the weapons. 3 are in custody and police are still searching for the remaining 2.
They're doing it to criminals that can't own guns. And they're criminals that can't own or distribute or make or buy or sell guns.
Another big piece of evidence, investigators believe this is the murder weapon used to kill Anthony after ballistic testing. They say it was found inside Fulforth's home. DA Steele says this group's illegal trade may now be dismantled, but their previous dealings will continue to fuel gun violence in the community.
We don't have a lot of these guns. They were put out on the street and distributed. There's a lot of danger and a lot of gun violence that is going to come from this organization and what they have done here.
So all 8 individuals face dozens of felony charges that are related to gun trafficking. And of course, 3 of those individuals are also facing charges for murder in that home invasion. Now, DA Steele says those remaining 2, if you have any information on those 2 who are still wanted and out there, reach out to police. Jason?
Thank you, Jennifer Lee. There in Norristown. Let's get to the...
I hate to tell you, they go to jail for the rest of their life. In Philadelphia.
It is the beginning of the...
Okay, now we got another one. See, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment.
Police say 2 teens fell victim to a brazen armed robbery in downtown Baltimore. Now the U.S. Marshal Service has joined the search for one of the suspects. Here's Alexa Ashwell with Maryland's Most Wanted.
Investigators say several suspects took part in this armed robbery, and their targets were 2 innocent teenagers. One of the suspects has been identified as Joyce Thompson, 34 years old, and at the time, already wanted by police. September 9th, 2024, downtown Baltimore. A 16-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl are standing here on East Baltimore Street, just blocks from the popular Inner Harbor, when suddenly investigators say a car pulls up in front of them.
We're talking about an armed robbery that took place in the middle of the day.
Investigators say 3 suspects jump out of the car, including this woman, who is later identified as 34-year-old Joyce Thompson. Thompson, investigators say, snatched the teen girl's cell phone from her hands, and when she tried to get it back, one of the male suspects displayed a handgun in his waistband. The third suspect, another man, investigators say, was also armed. The suspects flee the scene. Police respond and quickly obtain some key evidence.
Fortunately, law enforcement was able to get a hold of CCTV footage.
Not only have the suspects been caught on CCTV, but investigators say the car they were driving was pinged by a license plate reader.
Law enforcement uses electronic devices to detect the characters on a license plate. They will often use those characters to check database systems and ultimately determine who is the registered owner of the vehicle.
The car, investigators say, was traced back to a local car rental dealership where detectives responded and reviewed additional CCTV footage. The vehicle was recovered the next day.
Once the vehicle was seized, it was searched, and fortunately, law enforcement was able to recover prints.
They found 3 sets of prints.
So in this case, they found 3 sets of prints, and one of those sets of prints came back to the suspected fugitive in this case.
Joyce Thompson.
Correct. Joyce Thompson was a positive match, according to the records.
Joyce Thompson's prints had been lifted from the car, according to investigators. Detectives then comparing her identity photos on file with the woman caught on surveillance. A warrant was issued for Thompson's arrest. She was already in the system.
They had run a search of her previous interactions with law enforcement and determined she was also wearing a watch during a previous arrest that she was believed to be wearing again on this occasion.
Online records show a few months before the armed robbery, Thompson had a warrant issued for her arrest for failing to appear in court. The case related to a 2021 drug possession charge. Thompson is now facing nearly 24 criminal counts, including felony armed robbery and assault. Investigators stress she must be found.
All information indicates these victims were just minors simply walking down the street, minding their own business. Anytime you have a fugitive that is allegedly involved in violent criminal activity that presents a threat to community safety.
Investigators say one of the 2 male suspects has already been arrested and charged in this case, but the other has yet to be identified. So take a good look. Thompson stands at about 5'3" and weighs approximately 140 pounds. Investigators warn she is known to have violent tendencies. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, you're asked to contact the U.S. Marshal Service. The number 202-819-5058. Remember, you can always remain anonymous, and you could earn a reward. I'm Alexa Ashwell, and this is Maryland's Most Wanted.
Dang, man. Like this video, share this video. That's crazy. Shorty, you might be going to prison. I mean, I don't think that would be, you know what I mean? But I don't really think so. I don't really think so at all. I don't think so. You know what I mean? That's how it is. I don't think so. Now we're going to get into this ASAP Rocky.
Known hip-hop star ASAP Rocky is now facing years behind bars, potentially. His trial is what's trending in true crime this morning as the 36-year-old turned down a sweetheart deal on the eve of his jury selection. Rocky's real name is Rakeem Mayers, and he declined a final offer from Los Angeles prosecutors to spend 180 days in jail. The agreement also included a 7-year suspended sentence and 3 years of probation, but he said no way. The Grammy-nominated rapper is accused of shooting a former friend of his near a Hollywood hotel back in 2021. And so now, if he is convicted, he's looking at a maximum sentence of 24 years in prison. So let's talk about the fact that he turned down the deal. What does it say about the case that Rocky rejected that plea offer? Let's bring in our legal eagles now, former prosecutor and now criminal defense attorney Franz Borchardt and family law attorney Jennifer Brady.
Rocky turned down out of that. Yeah, it's a conviction.
All right, what does it say about Rocky? Jennifer, your thoughts, please.
I think it says that Rocky believes that he's innocent. I mean, he says that he was carrying a prop gun, a fake gun, and he didn't shoot anybody. He didn't do anything. And I I think he really believes that, because otherwise he probably would have taken the deal, faced with a potentially 24-year sentence, I believe. So
he didn't do it.
It was a good deal, but if you're innocent, then why take a deal at all?
Yeah. Exactly, Jennifer. Franz, to you next, please. Now, what does it say to you?
So allow me to take the other side of the coin on this one. He needs to really reconsider that decision, rejecting that deal. He is facing some significant jail time, and I don't doubt that he has faith in a system that he believes will not convict an innocent person. And he may, in fact, be truly innocent. He may, in fact, have a wonderful defense, but 180 days with some suspended time over your head versus possibly spending decades in jail. This is the high stakes table, Julie, and I get really nervous when we start rejecting deals that involve days and we're facing consequences that involve decades. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if he's making the right decision on this one.
Great point, Franz. And Franz, another follow-up. I mean, you know this well from the criminal practice that you have. Big difference between a jail. Jail's generally less than a year's time. You're going to go into jail. If it's more than a year, you're going to go to prison. Prison versus jail. Ooh, that's a big difference too, isn't it?
Well, so spending 2 decades or up to 2 decades in a Department of Corrections in California, we'll call that a life-altering experience. 180 days, and here's the other question: is 180 days 180 days, or is it a percentage of the 180 days?
Facts.
So he might be jockeying to see if the deal gets better, Julie. And sometimes, and look, let's be honest, sometimes the deal does get better at the eve of trial. But this deal seems pretty darn good. And so maybe the calculus really is he's innocent and I can't plead guilty to something I didn't do. But sometimes as a defense attorney, the worst conversations I have to have is about the fact that you may in fact be innocent, but this is such a good deal. How are you going to feel if you get convicted as an innocent person and are waiting for an appeal that may not happen? And a new trial that may not happen, and you're spending decades in prison, and you could have been home in 180 days. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Right. No, great points. Jennifer, let me go back to you because I'm in agreement with you. When I heard about this, I had 2 thoughts. I thought, well, it's either one, he didn't do this. And so he's, saying, you know what, not me, it wasn't me, I'm going to go to trial, prove your case. Or it was, he knows there are flaws in the case if he did do it. I'm not saying he did, but I want to talk to you about those flaws. So, Jen, tell me what you think about this. I was doing some research and read that while there is surveillance video, the shooter can't be identified. The shooter's apparently wearing a dark hoodie and face is covered. There's no way to say this was Rocky if it was him. And then the other thing, the spent cartridge casings that were fired at this man who was formerly friends with him were collected by the case victim and turned over to police. So those 2 things right there, when I read that, I thought, oh, I might roll the dice too. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right. And I think that also the video, there was no sound on the video, so you couldn't hear any gunshots or see any flashes from a muzzle. So, I mean, he has that working in his favor. I think he'll have witnesses that'll come forward that say he didn't shoot anybody. And the victim didn't come forward right away either. Came forward much later. So I think those are some flaws in the case that, did this really happen? I mean, they had a disagreement over, I believe, A$AP Rocky paying certain expenses for a funeral, which he ultimately paid. So I think he feels pretty confident that, he will survive these charges, that it will go away. I agree, there are serious consequences, that he faces, but this defense also came recently. So maybe he is, throwing this up now and saying, this is going to be my defense at trial, hoping that maybe prosecutors will relent and maybe he will get a better plea offer, or maybe they'll drop the case. I mean, that's probably unlikely, but I think he feels pretty confident that he's going to beat these charges.
Yeah, really great points, Jennifer. And I like what you said, too. Another refresher, the victim didn't come forward right away. Also, wasn't
Rocky going to trial.
We thank goodness for that. Right. He had his knuckles grazed by the gunfire. So, gosh, so that's about as fortunate as one could get when you think about all the people you see in the criminal justice system, who are injured badly in shootings or killed. Pretty darn good. So all of these things are at play in terms of the facts and the deal rejection. Let me turn to something else with you both. I want to ask you about the celebrity factor in this case. So we know that when we have a high-profile case, we can have high-profile attendees. The big question, will Rihanna be there? We don't know. So Rocky's attorney suggested that the megastar, she's a billionaire, 9-time Grammy winner, beloved. She's got her Fenty Beauty line. She may not attend. It's unlikely, but he didn't say it was a definite no. So we'll see. Rihanna and Rocky have 2 little boys together. They've been a fixture on the red carpets. They're known just as much for their fashion as they are for their music, really. And so they've been someone that reporters and paparazzi have always been looking forward to seeing what they wear since they became public, became an item. So we know 100 prospective jurors brought in for jury selection in Los Angeles County. From the initial 12 who were questioned, 4 of them said they knew who A$AP Rocky is, and 10 of them said they knew who Rihanna is. So how might the celebrity factor play into this?
Not guilty.
Franz, would you start us off with your thoughts?
Yay.
So celebrity factor could play in any number of ways, but I will tell you a simpler factor that will play in is if his partner, the mother of his children, is not sitting by him or standing by him while he's on trial for these serious charges. I don't care if you know who Rihanna is or not, you're going to notice that, right? And so she's in a trick. She is in a trick bag because if she shows up, she's a distraction. If she doesn't show up, then does she believe that he actually did it? Does she believe? Look, the common sense answer is she's a billionaire. There's a billion reasons why she may not be at the trial of her children's father. However, man, oh man, if I'm defending him, I want her there because I want her standing by her man and I want her supporting him. I want family members there because look, at the end of the day, innocent people have people rally behind them. That's what juries think. They think that if you're innocent, people are going to show up and support you. And her not showing up, it's not a celebrity factor thing. It's well, man, the mother of your children's not showing up.
I agree with you, Franz. That's a great point. Okay, so let's take it a step further. So, Jennifer Brandt, let me ask you, please. So let's say, as one of Rocky's lawyers, you're saying it's really important that your wife be there. How do you do that with her in the court? How do you practically get her? What are some of the considerations you might go through with Rihanna and then with your fellow members of the legal team?
I know. Well, it's going to be a huge distraction if she's there. And, the judge may impose certain restrictions having her there because, you want to have a trial and be able to conduct business and get the trial over and done with. So I think, having her there's going to be people outside looking for her, possibly paparazzi around. So certainly this trial is going to get heightened visibility with her there. So there's a lot of obstacles having her there. I agree with Franz that she should be there to support her partner and the father of her children. I think that's, really would be a good message to send to the jury. And I also think just on the celebrity status issue, I think the fact that he is a celebrity and has a high profile relationship makes it more plausible that he would carry a prop gun because how many, ordinary people would walk around with a prop gun? But somebody like him, who is a celebrity and, may want to have that extra protection, or at least seem to have extra protection, I think that plays in really well to his defense as well.
Yeah, I love that point. Jennifer, thank you for that. As we're going to continue talking about this, we're just about out of time, but I got to say, if I was one of his lawyers, I'd say,
that was a good concept with the prop gun. You know what I mean? The trial started. That was that's a good take with the prop gun. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? He's a celebrity, and that might put a lot of celebrities out there. You know what I mean? You start popping, and that motherfucker ain't sitting around to see if it's a prop gun. You know what I mean? I promise you start popping that pistol, ain't nobody sitting around acting like it's a prop gun. I promise you that. So I never thought of that. That's a good idea. But hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Make sure y'all tap in with me, man. 8 a.m., man. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. Raw Dope Podcast Vlog. I'm out.